Hey there, this is Ruth Rowland with the fiddle tutorial for Callin Baton Rouge. This fiddle part is far and away the most requested piece for me to teach my students. Not even fiddle part, it's the most requested piece, which still surprises me a little, even though I live in Baton Rouge, because the most requested piece for me to perform is Devil Went Down to Georgia, followed by Ashokan Farewell. I'll teach you those too. But for now, let's do Callin Baton Rouge. There are several parts to this. We're going to start with the beginning. From a different angle. So it starts on double strings. The E and the A string. But it doesn't start on open strings. You can probably see which finger I use. Again. Okay.
Do it with
Ready,
me.
go. Good. One more time, even slower. Let's learn the ending first. On the D string by itself. Now with the A string added in, open A. And it's important to keep your fingers curved up tall so that nothing leaks onto the A string. Or it could sound pretty terrible. If you're having trouble with that, some tips: keep your fingers on the G string side of the D string and keep your bass knuckles above the fingerboard. Our knuckles slope down, or actually with mine there's a drop off. The fourth finger is below the fingerboard even when the other fingers are above it. That's a problem. This is much easier to play double strings. Okay. Those are some tips. To get that Cajun feel, we accent the offbeats. Listen from the beginning one more time. It sounds a lot less exaggerated when you go fast, but it's important to really emphasize the offbeats when you're learning the piece, so when you speed it up, it's integrated immediately. We can practice that on this ending that we just learned. Now let's back up a section. One more time. So we step up and skip down. And keep skipping down. Good. And let's put it together. Good. So the first time, sometimes I just play 2 Ds right next to each other. But the second time it's usually, it's 2 different notes. But really you can play whatever you want. 2 Ds, a D and an F sharp. It's all in the chord. And I don't think he plays it the same way every time. Okay, let's back up another chunk. Back up to the beginning. And let's add the A string to the first note. Let's put it all together. 1 and 2 and ready, play. And if you'd like to work on that some more, I've put chapter markings below, and I invite you to skip back and do it again with me. There are 2 more notes to take us into the vocal part. Again. All right. And they just go at the end. 1 and 2 and ready, play. You see how they fit in? All right. One more time. A little bit faster. 1 and 2 and ready, play. So I've been doing shuffle bowing for this intro the entire time I've been demonstrating it. But Sam on the recording sometimes slurs 3, sometimes all separate. Listen and see if you can hear what he does. Use your own taste. And if you're comfortable, or when you're comfortable, go ahead and switch things up. Okay, so speaking of that, at the end there, before I played the last 2 notes, I wanted them on a down bow. I think it's most comfortable. So I slurred all three of these notes instead of only slurring two like for shuffle bowing. And then I could play the last two notes down bow. So that's the entire intro. Next time we'll do the second solo section. That's the one where you want to do Cajun bowing the whole time, or shuffle bowing. Yeah, it sounds like a train. You won't want to miss that. So be sure to subscribe and hit the alarm bell so you're notified when that video posts. See you then.